So the summer festival is returning within just a few days. How should you best prepare? Well, the first step is to have as many characters as possible. But be warned, these characters will have to be level 8 and have completed the workshop opportunity quest from Sergeant Knox. And you get that quest at the end of the adventure Velosk. And that way you'll have gone through the tutorial and unlocked your workshop and set it up and all that. I'll go into why in a little bit. So you want as many characters as possible with that workshop unlocked and set up, ready to go. The reason being is these Saha ticket balls. Every day you can get one per character. And you'll do this by completing the quest, your very own Saha ball. Either picking up these flax plant flowers and they'll give you credit, you can see just there, or by jumping into the lag fest of Saha, which is a 5v5 PvP game of like volleyball where you gotta get the ball in the goals and whichever team does gets a point and then it resets, and whoever has the most points by the end of the match, which is a full 10 minutes, wins and doesn't really get anything better than the other team. And the main reason you do this whole summer festival shebang is for these piñatas, which when you kill them will go ahead and drop you this buff food. And this event is the main one which you will do to essentially farm enough of this to last you for the entire year, if not grinding out even more to then go and sell and make a decent amount of profit. You get your caprice for tanks, your watermelon sorbet for DPS, and your squash soup for DPS and healers. So the devs have made a blog going over this, pretty much just copy and paste of previous years. However, we have a few nice rewards we can obtain new around this year. The blog goes over the different things you can do within the event, for example, these different contests, and realistically you don't have to do them at all. What you will mainly be doing again is just that simple quest, your very own Saha ball. So we'll go over these Saha balls just in a little bit, but again, new this year is this Dragonborn Grill Master. Again, we've already showcased him in a separate video. As for how much damage he's going to deal, we're really going to have to see, and I will of course obtain him and give him a test. Additionally, we'll be able to pick up this rune board mount, which is pretty cool. It definitely looks a lot bigger than I thought it originally would. Additionally, we have the summer fashion, which they've actually made it work for Dragonborns, so that's pretty neat. Overall, the rest of the event has just got a whole bunch of other fashion items. You can get this fungal flail snail, which is another epic mount, and the South Sea fashion, which can look pretty neat just there. And really what this event is about is just getting the buff food. You can get the tickets from the Saha balls. You're going to spend them maybe on insignias and potentially getting a legendary mount. But these Saha balls, we can see we got 5 of them here, will give you rewards based on the amount of volleys you have. They'll give you tickets based on the amount of volleys you have. And if you just go and use a Saha ball just randomly like so, we can go and use our left mouse button to, let's say, volley it. And if you're not quick enough, your ball just goes pop. So the best place to go is some enclosed area where the ball isn't going to go flying anywhere. For example, these little huts in Protector's Enclave. You go and you toss your ball in, and then you just keep spamming your kick button, and you get plenty of volleys there. You can see each time we kick it, we get more of those volleys. We get those fire blossoms, some poppers, and otherwise some copper tickets. You can keep spamming that, and then once your ball breaks, you then move on to the next ball, like so. And everybody in your party will get these rewards. That's why you, again, like the Winter Festival, do this together. You can of course do it solo, but you nowhere near get as many rewards. We can see we have our Saha ball here, and we already have 93 volleys. So even with just this many balls, we can get plenty of kicks. Now, gotta be warned of that. Look, my ball went all the way up there and it broke. So that's like a ball entirely wasted. Just make sure you move in properly, and we cast our ball there. It gets kind of stuck, and we can just keep kicking it there. And that gives us, the rewards for kicking it. We just make sure we face the right way. If we stop kicking it, it will break sooner. So we just gotta keep kicking that. You can see all the rewards popping around us. Again, you do this in a party, and everybody benefits from those those volleys. Of course, ideally the way this is supposed to work, I believe, is that you're supposed to kick this ball around in a field. But I don't know, we've been always doing this like this. I don't know if it's considered an exploit or not. But yeah, you just go and you keep kicking your Saha ball. And ultimately you get a bunch of those fire blossoms as well. We can see we got our first silver ticket there. And we can check in our summer festival here. We could look at the tooltip. We already have 156 volleys. So we got to that threshold where we were earning silver tickets. And that's how this event is going to work. Every day, every character, you'll be getting your Saha ball and ultimately grouping up and giving them all a kick. Now, I would wait before you start kicking your balls for the summer festival height, as this will allow you to get significantly more fire blossom petals. So again, the best way to prepare is just having multiple characters. In order to actually access the area to partake, you simply just have to complete the tutorial of the game. You'll head to Protector's Enclave and there'll be the whole display of the summer festival, and then there should be a way where you can get to the exclusive zone. Right now we have the Coins of Joaquin event, and this should have a stand here or display for the summer festival. And the zone looks like such, with your farm basically and all your animals, your hay bales, and you have different contests which you can waste all your time on, but realistically it's not really worth it. I'll go over more in depth again of the summer festival, showcasing it a bit easier, but just wanted to put it out there that the best way to prepare is having multiple characters. And just make sure you've got them up to par with Velosk and completed unlocking your workshop. Otherwise, you won't be able to craft that daily Saha ball. Now just keep in mind, you want to be getting those and receiving those volleys on, let's say, one character. So if you're switching between characters to use these Saha balls, it's like a 21-day event. So if you have like 20 characters and you have 21 balls on each character, you've already got over 400 balls in total. So you'll be switching between those characters and then kicking those balls, getting those volleys. And once you're done, you'll switch to the next person and they'll kick that many. And you want to make sure you're on the character at which you actually want the rewards on. And once you completed that quest, your very own Saha ball, you're heading back to the NPC, and he basically gives you the ingredients to craft your own Saha ball. Problem last year, and the reason I didn't actually do this event, is that when you went to the workshop to actually craft your Saha ball in the summer professions, you were not actually getting an artisan that will allow you to actually craft any of this stuff. You can get a bunch of these items, but you'll need an artisan of the event to be able to craft them. Now they should have it fixed this year, hopefully, and just check your master's desk to make sure that you don't get it right there. Make sure that your artisans aren't capped out, that you still have room for, let's say, another one. Now with those fire blossoms, you want to be getting your piñatas, and these piñatas you will go and use, and once you go and, let's say, destroy them, you'll be able to get some very good buff food. You can see it will fall on the ground nearby, and you pick that up and you'll be getting things like caprese, watermelon and squash soup, amongst some useless fireworks. And this stuff you'll be able to sell or hold on to, and this is what you generally use this event to stockpile your event food for the next year of gameplay. So again, hopefully this was somewhat insightful, you guys, as what you're going to have to be doing with the summer festival. Again, you can make most of this event just by having multiple characters. With that said, I'd like to give a massive thank you to all of these channel members for helping me keep my channel going. And if I presented this well, consider leaving a video a like. And if you're new around here, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.